Close your eyes and imagine a world encased in ice. Towering glaciers scrape across continents, their crystalline faces reflecting the pale sun. Below, an endless sea of golden grasslands ripples in the wind, dotted with herds of woolly mammoths, each step sending tremors through the frozen earth. The air smells of pine and wet fur, carrying the distant bellows of prehistoric giants. This was Pleistocene North America, 12,000 years ago, a land untouched by human civilization, where nature's most magnificent predators roamed free. In this primordial wilderness, one creature ruled supreme, not the mighty mammoth, nor the packs of dire wolves, but a feline hunter so perfectly adapted to killing, its very name still evokes primal fear. This is the story of Smilodon fatalis, the true Sabretooth Tiger. Not the cartoonish version from movies, but a real-life monster that dominated its world for over 2 million years, before vanishing into the mists of prehistory. Recent discoveries in the La Brea tar pits and genetic breakthroughs have revealed shocking new insights about these iconic predators. Their lives were more dramatic than any fiction, filled with brutal hunts, evolutionary miracles, and ultimately a tragic extinction that still haunts scientists today. Join me as we travel back in time to witness the rise and fall of Earth's most perfect prehistoric killer. The story begins not with Smilodon, but with its ancestors. Picture a warmer Earth 2.5 million years ago, the dawn of the Pleistocene. Early proto-Smilodons, no larger than modern lynxes, stalked the forests of South America. Evolution is about to perform one of its most spectacular experiments. Over millennia, climate change forces adaptation. As glaciers advance, these cats grow larger, their forelimbs becoming powerfully muscled, their necks thickening like bulls. But the most extraordinary transformation happens in their mouths. Canine teeth, originally designed for puncturing, begin elongating at an unprecedented rate. With each generation, they grow longer, sharper, more deadly, until they reach the iconic 7-inch curved daggers that would make Smilodon immortal. This wasn't random mutation, but an evolutionary arms race. Their prey, giant ground sloths weighing 3 tons, armored glyptodonts the size of cars, required specialized weapons. By 1 million years ago, Smilodon fatalis emerges as the ultimate iteration. 400 pounds of pure muscle, with a bite engineered for surgical precision. Let's examine this biological masterpiece in detail. Unlike modern big cats, Smilodon's proportions were bizarre. Its front legs were significantly longer than its hind legs, giving it a sloping, hyena-like profile. This wasn't a design flaw. It was nature's perfect solution for overpowering megafauna. The shoulder muscles were so developed, they created a distinctive ridge along the back, visible even through thick fur. These weren't just for show. They powered the most devastating bite in feline history. Computer modeling shows their jaw muscles could generate over 1,000 pounds of force, but only in a short, downward stabbing motion. Now those legendary teeth. Recent microscopic analysis reveals astonishing details. The fangs had reinforced enamel on the front edges, while the back sides remained relatively soft. This created self-sharpening blades. Every bite automatically honed the weapons. The roots extended nearly to the eye sockets, anchored by specialized bone structures that prevented breakage during violent struggles. But here's the most revolutionary discovery. Their teeth weren't for killing. CT scans of prey fossils show the fangs were too fragile for struggling prey. Instead, Smilodon used them like a surgeon's scalpel, precisely severing the spinal cord or major arteries of already restrained prey. This explains their robust forelimbs, which could pin down thrashing mammoths while delivering the fatal bite. Picture this frozen dawn. A herd of giant bison, each weighing over a ton, grazes nervously at the edge of a misty lake. The calves stay close to their mothers, their breath forming clouds in the crisp air. Unseen in the tall grass, 5 shadows move with military precision, a Smilodon pride on the hunt. The alpha female, her left ear torn from old battles, signals with a flick of her tail. The pack fans out, muscles coiled like springs. Suddenly, chaos. The largest male bursts from cover, his thunderous roar panicking the herd. As the bison scatter, 2 younger females target a straggler, their powerful forelimbs delivering crushing blows to its hindquarters. The bison stumbles. In an instant, the alpha is upon it. Her massive paws, equipped with retractable claws the size of steak knives, grip the thrashing beast's shoulders. Then, the killing stroke. Her head tilts at exactly 65 degrees, the optimal angle for those deadly canines. They plunge deep into the bison's neck, severing the carotid artery in one fluid motion. The hunt lasts less than 30 seconds. Scientific breakdown. Pack structure. Fossilized trackways in Argentina's Rio Negro province show multiple Smilodon moving in coordinated patterns. Hunting success rate. Toothwear analysis suggests 80% success rate versus 30% for modern lions. Prey size. Isotope analysis of bones confirms they regularly took down prey 5 to 10 times their weight. Hidden in a secluded cave, 3 spotted cubs wrestle over a scrap of woolly rhino hide. At just 8 weeks old, they're already developing the muscles that will one day power their killing bites. Their mother returns, her muzzle bloody from the hunt, and regurgitates partially digested meat, the feline version of baby food. These first months are perilous. Cave hyenas lurk nearby, always ready to snatch unattended cubs. The smallest sibling, a male with one white paw, struggles to keep up. Nature is already testing him. In this world, only the strongest will survive to adulthood. By 6 months, their iconic canines begin emerging. Unlike human teeth, they grow at an astonishing 2 millimeters per week, protected by special sheaths of gingival tissue. The cubs practice their killing technique on each other, learning the precise angle needed to make their future bites lethal. Play fight sessions often turn bloody. There are no participation trophies in the Ice Age. Developmental milestones. Month 3, milk teeth replaced by serrated premolars. Month 8, canines reach 50% adult length. Year 2, juvenile mortality rate 60% based on fossil record. The world is changing. The once fertile grasslands are shrinking, replaced by dense forests the megafauna cannot navigate. A young Smilodon male, his ribs visible beneath thinning fur, watches as the last mammoth in his territory dies of starvation. The carcass is already picked clean by desperate dire wolves. Human hunters appear on the horizon, their strange upright gait marking them as something new. They carry sharpened sticks that fly through the air with terrifying speed. One pierces our Smilodon's flank. He limps away, his once mighty body now failing him. In his final moments, he drinks from a shrinking waterhole, not realizing he's the last of his kind in this valley. Extinction timeline. 15,000 years before present. Climate shifts fragment habitats. 12,900 years before present. Human populations reach critical mass 11,700 years before present. Last confirmed Smilodon fossils. Present day, 0.003% of original population preserved as fossils. In a high-security lab, scientists pore over DNA extracted from a La Brea tooth. The double helix reveals shocking secrets. Smilodon wasn't actually a true tiger, but a distant cousin with even more ancient origins. Gene sequencing shows specialized adaptations. The FGFR2 gene mutation responsible for their extreme limb proportions. The AMELX gene that created those legendary self-sharpening teeth. Even the COOMT gene that may have made them more cooperative than modern solitary cats. The most chilling discovery? 3.7% of their genome still exists in modern South American wildcats. Somewhere in the jungles of Brazil, a margay's yawn briefly reveals teeth proportionally longer than its ancestors. Evolution whispering about what once was. De-extinction roadblocks. DNA degradation. Even best preserved samples are 99.8% fragmented surrogate species. No living cat has compatible reproductive biology. Ecological impact could disrupt entire modern ecosystems. The La Brea tar pits still bubble today, as they have for millennia. Each new excavation reveals more secrets, a perfectly preserved paw print here, a milk tooth there. These aren't just fossils. They're messages from an extinct world, warning us about specialization, climate change, and the fragile balance of nature. As we stand at the brink of our own ecological crisis, the Sabretooth's story becomes our story. Their extinction wasn't inevitable. It was the result of multiple converging threats, just as we face today. The difference? We can still change our ending. So the next time you see a house cat yawn, look closely. In that fleeting moment, you might catch a glimpse of the most perfect predator Earth ever produced. And remember that even kings can fall.